as we were fighting him standing up in that doorway, it's like 3 stairs. And then my wife was in the patio. And she literally just remembered this yesterday because she met somebody that was in the patio with her. And she's like, we saw the fucking rifle, the nose of it come out. She always thought she was thinking, like, she made that up in her head. But the person that was standing next to her in the patio, she had fallen and she was in the corner. They were hiding. The fucking muzzle came in and then it went away. So when Thomas fucking jumped at him, the muzzle went away, and they were like, oh, fuck, is it coming? They all thought they were going to die. My wife was like, literally, she said, Rich, I think that's when I went into shock. Because I literally was praying like, oh, shit, I'm going to die right now. Like, she was going through that.
She was going in there.
I didn't know where she was at. Yeah. I knew she was dancing when I last seen her, but everybody flowed out. My daughter ended up in the back dressing room. My wife ended up in the patio. Because everybody was just trying to get the fuck out. Now, the building, you go to any bar, outside patio, how big is the fence? 4-footer, right? This club was open 20 years ago in Colorado Springs. They made them put an 8-foot fence up. Wow. Well, why? Nobody wants to see the gays. So there's an 8-foot fence, and everybody's in this fucking patio. And I couldn't understand it until I got out the next day and I looked at it and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there an 8-foot fence? And I asked the owner and he was like, when I put it up, that's what they needed me to do. Fuck. And I look at my patio. I got a brewery. They said it was so that nobody could pass beer to the next guy. I go, every fucking place you go to, there's a little tiny fence because you're trying to make it, people want to hang out. Yeah. But nobody's passing fucking beers. It was bullshit. But that ended up being a reason people were trapped because there's an 8-foot fucking fence in the patio. So I saw everybody moving around. I saw this dude. I went over there to try to stop him. And then we ended up fighting, and we go towards the floor, and then apparently he pointed at me.
Because he pulled a handgun too, right?
He had his handgun out, and his rifle, I would still believe, was on the slink around him. But Thomas was hanging on to it while we were fighting standing up. That's what I think. I don't fucking know. I was behind him. I never saw the dude's fucking face. But then, and again, remember, it's fucking dark, music playing, loud as fuck. Lasers and all the strobes and all that shit going off. And I'm fucking in this fight with this dude. And then we get to the ground and he points the fucking weapon at me. And at that point, it was either I grabbed his hand and I laughed because I told Jess, I go, there's no fucking way I Jackie Chan this guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do that shit. There's no fucking way. I'm too stupid to do that. But it's literally, and having seen the video, it was literally like, as he pointed to me the next scene, I'm fucking swinging on him with it. So at some point, I took the fucking pistol from him. When I grabbed it, it was light. I know what a fucking pistol feels like, and it's loaded, and it was light. So I don't know if he had dropped the mag. I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea to this day. I just know it was light. So I couldn't fucking shoot him. So what do? This is now my helmet. I'm gonna fucking beat you with it. It was funny because in the video I actually stopped and I fucking pulled my pants up because my pants were falling down because I'm fucking been fighting for fucking 3 minutes, right? I go back down on him and I pin him to the floor. Thomas is at his head and I'm telling Thomas, fucking kick him. I'm yelling at people while I'm just fucking beating on him with the pistol in the back of his head. Fucking call 911, call 911. Thomas, keep fucking kicking him. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm motivating. So I watched Chris Hemsworth, his fucking show on the Discovery Channel. I just watched it the other day. He was trying to get hyped up to go over the little bridge. It was about stress, right? Just how do you handle stress? The doc was talking about self-motivation talk, like telling yourself you got to do it. I'm like, and I looked at my wife. I go, that's what the fuck I was doing. I'm like, I'm telling this guy I'm going to kill him because I got to keep myself to fucking keep doing it. I'm telling Thomas to keep kicking him because I need to get him motivated to do it. I'm telling people to call 911 because I still need somebody else to come fucking do this. I can't do this the rest of my life. I can't keep doing this. And then as we're fighting, Thomas slows down, and I knew he was hurt. I just didn't know how. And I had told him, move the fucking rifle. But the rifle stayed like almost within arm's reach. So that's why I still think it was like on his sling and maybe he had pulled it up, but it was still like Thomas is kicking his head and to his right. Like if he would have been able to reach over to it, there's the fucking AR. So it was still sitting right there the whole time. He had grabbed a magazine at one point. I threw the fucking magazine out of his hand. And I kept fucking hitting him. And then Thomas was slowing down. And I go, fuck. Somebody help kick this guy. Somebody kept, and as that was happening, I think her name's Drea, but this trans woman was walking by. And I initially, and I apologized to her because I'm like, dude, I didn't know. I saw glitter fucking high heels go into this dude's face. And I was like, maybe it was a drag performer. I didn't fucking know.
Right.
So I had apologized to her. All that's good. But she's a trans woman. She's just there hanging out, having a good time. She was running by and she heard me say, fucking help me kick this dude. Help me kick this dude. And in the video, she leaves and then she comes back like, oh shit, did this guy just tell me to help him? And then she goes in and just starts fucking, while Thomas is trying to gain strength.
Big ass sparkly high heel.
Fuck, dude, that's what it was in his mugshot. You see the fucking heels on his face, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I asked somebody to do something inhuman. That's not easy to live with. Because, I mean, and Drea did it. But damn, dude, like, you don't go through your life going, oh, today I'm going to go kick some dude right in his fucking face. I'm going to kick a dude in his head for 6 fucking minutes. I'm going to beat a dude in the back of his head till it fucking opens up. Like, I'm in there and I fucking keep visualizing as I'm saying I'm gonna fucking kill you. It was like I'm the Hannibal scene when he was fucking slicing away, just fucking blood squirting all over the fucking place. I thought I'd fucking kill. He was still fighting me, man. Like fucking, he's trying to get up. He was trying to get to his fucking weapons the whole fucking time. Dude's a big dude, and I'm a fucking big dude. This dude's a big dude. He finally stopped as the cops came in. He stopped moving, and I thought it fucking killed him. So as soon as the cops came in, I saw the fucking lights, and I go, yo, it's the fuck. I put my hands up. I thought I was gonna get shot. So I put my fucking hands up. I threw the weapon down, and I said, yo, this guy, get the fucking AR, get the fucking AR. I didn't know if he was gonna still, because I was off of him. I wasn't on top of him. So the cops took over him. I in the video, I leaned over the fucking, I was smoked. It was 6 minutes of fucking hell. Smoked. But then I went, oh shit, my family. So I went back to where we were seated. And on the floor was Joanne with 5 holes in her. And Chip with 2 holes in him. I still hadn't seen my wife and kid. But at the seated table, there was only 2 people. Joanne's laying on the floor, 5 holes in her. And I looked at her in her eyes and I went, fuck, Joanne, stay with me. Stay with me. And I'm talking to her like, it was the worst thing I'd ever gone through because this is somebody I truly, truly have spent since 2007. They're just best friends. We watched them have kids. That they didn't have any kids when we met them. They have 2 babies now, you know, like, and they're 9 and fucking 3 or 4. They're a whole family. We watched them go from newlyweds to what they are now. She's a manager at a bank, you know, and he works for the city. So I'm like, it's a great couple. They're just good people. The one couple that me and my wife are like, oh shit, we can get along, both of us. Everything's cool, right? Yeah. And that's hard to find. And we're all into beer, and they help us out of the brewery and shit. This really close. I mean, we buy their kids Christmas presents like they're our kids, right? She's on the floor and he's literally next to her and he can't fucking move because he's shot. What I didn't know, and he told me later, is he was trying to put pressure on her the whole time. And when I got to her, he goes, Rich, I can't do it anymore because he was fucking shot and he can't hold. So he knew she had got shot in her ribs and it went through around her lung. I saw her arm, I thought she was gonna lose it. She got shot twice here and twice in her leg, and then shrapnel fucking everywhere. But twice in her leg, twice in her arm, and once to the chest. When I got to her, I was like, what the? And I'm fucking like, Joanne, stay with me. And then she's trying to look at Chip, but that's where her arm was, and it was fucking mangled. Like, and I'm like, fuck, man. So I'm pulling her head away so she wouldn't see it and go into more shock. She's already in shock. I knew that. But if her heart rate goes any higher, it's going to just fucking bleed out. So then a cop showed up and I'm like, put a fucking tourniquet on her arm. Put a fucking tourniquet on her arm. And I'm fucking, Joanne, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm fucking moving her head. And then Chip was like, Rich. And he had his hand out because I told this other guy to put a tourniquet on her leg. So the same, and all these cops, everybody's running around. But I had a cop putting a tourniquet on her arm. I told him to put one on each of her legs. And then I had him put one on Chip. And then I said, put another one on her fucking arm. And when he was starting to do that is when Chip was like, Rich, and because they were about to put his tourniquet on, and he had his hand out reaching for Joanne, and Joanne kept saying Chip's name. And I'm like, fuck. So I put her hand in his hand. I said, Joanne, your hand is in his hand. He's got you. I'm looking at her, and both me and Chip had seen her fade, come back, fade. She was just in and out. And we thought we were going to lose her. So I was like, that's my last moment. What the fuck? Why? He's reaching for her, and she can't move her fucking arm. So, and then I said, well, I'll tell her. I put your hand in his hand. He is holding your hand right now. Then they put the tourniquet on him, and I never seen a dude in that much pain because he folded like a chair. Like just pain. Because they tightened that thing down, and his whole leg was mangled. It went in and out and just fucking mangled. And when they tightened it down, never seen someone in that much pain. Joanne was in shock. He was not in shock. He was taking care of her, and then all of a sudden, fucking boom, he felt pain. So I was like, fuck. And then I'm telling Joanne, stay with me, and then I get fucking tackled and arrested. I'm doing first aid. I'm dealing with cops this whole fucking time, and I get arrested and tackled like a fucking piece of shit because I'm apparently a shooter after I'm helping save people. After I gave you the fucking asshole. So I haven't talked to anybody about this stuff. So there was a whole thing of that, and they dragged me out of there. Fucking you hog tied. No, I got dragged out. I got dragged out.
No eyes on your wife.
No. As I'm being tackled, my face is in the fucking floor. I saw my daughter pop out of the back curtain, just her face. She told me later that she tried to hug me, and the cops were fucking pushing her off of her. I don't know about this whole scene, but I saw my wife walk across like a zombie. She was in so much shock. She just like floated by. Then they fucking dragged me out of there. And as I'm yelling at them, hey, fuck, I'm not the fucking asshole. People outside think I'm the fucking shooter because I'm getting dragged out on my belly with my fucking arms and legs shackled up. And I'm like, and they're fucking spitting at me, fucking cursing me because they think I'm the fucking shooter. And they put me in the car for now.
Are you fighting the cops?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fucking adrenaline is in, and I'm like, why the fuck? I gave the 2 cops that came in the fucking guy. Right. I told 3 or 4 cops to put tourniquets, but I also told a lot of cops, fucking move, asshole. You're walking. Yeah. So here's where I go back to, you've been shot at before. You're managing chaos. You can fucking, hey, everything's out the window. You need to start helping people. Yeah. Go. Yeah. These guys were like, what the fuck is going on in here? That was the second wave of cops, and I'm like, yo. Fucking wake up, run, move, urgency, let's go. Right. Get on a fucking body. Get a body out of here.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it through my head. Like, how, and then I'm out there fucking I cussing these fuckers out because I still hadn't I hadn't held my wife and daughter. I didn't know Joanne was dead. I didn't know if Chip was dead. I had no fucking idea. And I'm in the back of this car screaming like out of the fucking top of my lungs, like, what the fuck's going on? So they finally fucking released me. About an hour later, but then they took me downtown. So I was downtown all night, but I made them take my daughter and my wife to the hospital because my daughter fucking broke her knee trying to escape. So I made them drop her off, and then I went to the fucking police station, and I fucking go through the whole shit, pictures of everything, and blood and all that bullshit. Then I end up in prison pants and fucking flip-flops because they took all my shit. So what's funny is there's a marble. I was wearing jeans, and I had sewed in COVID. I learned how to sew, right? I sew like shit, but I learned how to sew, right? So I had these patches, these marble patches on these fucking jeans that they're in fucking custody right now, wherever the fuck they're at, covered in blood. There's this fucking every Marvel character with the fucking little A in the middle, and I'm like, yo, man, I was wearing Avengers shit while I fucking did all this crap, dude. So it's in custody, and my shoes and all that shit. I'm like, fuck, that's so fucking weird.
You still don't have those?
No, that's still. They still
gotta get his fucking
I don't have my clothes,
back,
man. I ain't got my pants. I ain't got my shirt. I'm like, that's fine, It's whatever the fuck they need to do with it. But I just thought it was fucking hilarious because I'm like, okay, so then I made them take me back to the hospital. They're walking me through the back of the hospital to go in. The community service folks or whoever they were, the victim advocate folks. They're good folks. The victim advocacy program, I don't know if they have it here in California, but the guys in El Paso County, amazing. Those ladies did shit for us. Like, I needed a wheelchair for Cass. They're like, here you go. Here's your wheelchair. Send us the fucking bills. Like, they were taking care of everything. And so, I mean, really, really beautiful thing. You never know it even exists until you're in this kind of situation. And I was so happy that did. And just to know that because Chip and Joanne had their own everybody had an advocate. And I was like, it's just one of those things you never knew existed, and when you find out about it, it's freaking amazing.
I'm going to get a workout in a little bit with my man Eric Linden, stunt coordinator from The Punisher. He's coming all the way up because we're about to get after it. And when that's done, he asked me in the car, are you going to have my shake ready? And I know what that means. Am I going to have my Sun Warrior shake? They've got the active protein, but they also have this collagen protein, which is amazing. They also have the Warrior blend, which is a little bit lighter if you're trying to cut. And I believe in it. I believe in that Sun Warrior stuff. Go to www.sunwarrior.com/real ones for 15% off. I appreciate y'all.